Hello and welcome again, folks, to another edition of Truth and Research Radio. I am your humble host, D. Phoenix, and this is the first chance I'm able to get on and record a video due to illness. I was real sick all week. In fact, I missed a video last week. I was just bedridden. Not the Wuhan virus. No, it was just regular cold. My nephew had gotten sick, and he went and had a test done, which his came up negative, and a few days later I got what he had, and so just been kind of down for the count. I mean, I did go to work some of the days, but some, half days, and, just trying to get rid of this, but now I'm getting on the better side, and I'm hoping to put out some more videos. There's some things I wanted to talk about that have been coming up recently. A lot of talk about the Georgia Guidestones. I have a little information on those, and something that we dug into some years back, and who created the Georgia Guidestones, and how the name R.C. Christian is not this guy's name, but although it is the same initials, there is some documentation if you go and dig up the construction papers for this project. They are available online. I'm going to see if I can put them on in a link so you all can see them, but yeah, I was part of this other stream some years back on some friends on YouTube, and we did dive into the Georgia Guidestones and how they were built by a friend of Bill Gates' father, and we'll talk about this a little bit right now. And the name R.C. Christian is kind of like a synonym, kind of just to throw people off, like you'll be looking for this R.C. Christian, but the gentleman's real name is Robert Carter Cook. R.C. Christian is Robert Carter Cook. If you dive into that name, you'll find that he was buddies with Bill Gates' father, and his name is on the original construction papers that were filed in the beginning, that were later changed, but there is original copies of those, the construction plans and the contract that he signed. It is available online. Like I said, I'll try to put it in the description. I did have them on my other computer system, but unfortunately that system crashed. So it was an older computer, so I'm running a new system. So it's going to take me some time to get those files back up. But I will put them in the description once I do get them. Robert Carter Cook is R.C. Christian. He's the one that built the Georgia Guidestones, and that's Bill Gates' father's best friends with Bill Gates' father. And if you ever saw Bill Gates face to face and mentioned that name to him, he'd probably look at you like a ghost just came in front of him or something. He would probably flip out knowing that you know this. He knows it. A lot of people know it, but they're just not talking. I mean, most of the cabal members know who built the Georgia Guidestones. They just never talk about it or reveal who it was. But yep, Bill Gates' father's best friend, Robert Carter Cook, is R.C. Christian. So now I'm on to some other things. The Wuhan shutdowns and the buy-ups everywhere. This is getting nuts. all around Phoenix, the shelves are pretty much empty. I mean, it's not completely cleaned out, but people are buying so much of the perishable stuff. I mean, like eggs and milk and things like that by just hoarding it. And it doesn't make sense to me because all that milk you're buying, how, how long is that going to last in your fridge? It's only good for what the date says. It doesn't make any sense what these panic buyers are doing. Cleaning out toilet paper. Can't eat toilet paper. I mean, it seems like the canned sections are more full than the perishable sections, which doesn't make sense to me. Like, I was at a Safeway earlier today, and the whole can aisle, well, it was kind of empty, but for the most part, there was a selection there. I mean, there was like soups and chilies and beans and things like that, and sauces all over. But go to the perishable, like bread, milk, um, not so much butter, but bread, milk, pretty much gone. No tortillas in the whole place. I mean, the whole shelf's gone. Nothing. It's like, it doesn't make sense what these people are buying at. It's like, it's not smart. And I almost feel like grabbing everybody and say, what are you doing? You gotta buy some canned stuff, water, beans, rice, things like that. Not leave all the good stuff for the smart people and take all the stuff that's gonna just perish on you in a week or two. Having 6 extra gallons of milk in your refrigerator, what's the purpose of that? I mean, it's not good to make fun of people, but I'm not trying to, but it just seems like, a little bit of brains, a little bit of thought when you go into the store. It's like, how are you gonna, it just doesn't make sense. And we did a little bit of shopping. We got some canned items, which is smarter than to get perishable stuff. So, anyways, it seems to be dying down a little bit now. Like, everyone's almost like, well, what's going on? This wasn't so bad. I think people are starting to realize that they freaked out for nothing. But in my area, my state, Arizona has gone up in cases. I think it's like 106 or maybe a little more than that. Some that are presumed to be positive tests that haven't had the test quite yet, or it's around the 132 range, something like that, they think are positive, but like 106 or something are positive, but other ones are in the process of being tested, which they think are positive, and it's just, it's a big mess. But, I still go out. I just keep your distance, just don't be hugging on people and trying to be over their shoulder. Give a good 5, 6, 7 feet between yourself and another person, and that's just, and that's if you must go out. Like, we fill up our water jugs, as we run out. So the water and utilities, we don't, as far as myself, and I know a lot of YouTubers out there, the utilities are not going to be shut down. They're going to be going. Also, there is concern about water and things, how they're going to not be running the treatment plants right and all this. So make sure you fill your bottles up now before it gets too bad. I got a little pop-up window here coming up, but so for the most part, it's gonna be slowly kind of getting better. Not as much panic buying. I think everybody's probably used up the money that they had because the stores had some people, but it looked a little more like they were being more selective rather than just grabbing and go. Whereas the first week was grab and go, and it was pretty much just Walmart's empty, grocery stores just empty, and it mostly perishable stuff like didn't make any sense to me. So I told, when my wife went, I said, just grab canned stuff, don't overdo it, but get enough for the family so we can make it through for a week or two. That's all I had her do. Plus, I have a little stash of the survival foods. My Patriot Supply. I have a few racks of those. I have I think 3 weeks worth of food. But that's in a major, major, major crisis, and that's aside. We'll try and stay out of that for now until something really big comes. But yeah, in Phoenix for the most part right now, people they're calming down. They're not raiding the stores as bad as they were in the beginning of last week. Yeah, I went to the store today just to see by chance if I could pick up, a few things of tortillas, because I was planning on, having some quesadillas earlier in the day, but nothing. That perishable stuff is all gone. And you could go down the canned aisle and see that it's all packed full of food. It's like, why you gotta go over here and take this stuff? There's lots of good food in the canned aisle that'll last a lot longer and eat good for weeks, on the canned stuff. I mean, at least it does perish, but it takes a few years for most cans to go bad. So, but yeah, but it's been kind of a little ride here. I'm still working. Although I kind of in the field that I'm in, I'm kind of around people as an everyday thing. So I just try to go when people do my thing, when people are away, or when we get, when I get some kind of call I need to do, I'll take care of it. When that person is not around or something. So yeah, it's kind of like in the business that I'm in, it's hospitality. So yeah, you work with people a lot, and believe it or not, the hospitality industry has not taken a hit too bad. So yeah, but my dog's scratching over there, so I'm gonna ignore her for a minute. So yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on here in Phoenix. Just getting over this illness. I'll have some better videos coming up once I'm 100%. So once I get 100%, the videos will be one after the other, at least a couple times a week. But here in Phoenix, getting hammered by chemtrails. Been hammered for 2 days now, and it's actually really thickly laid down out there right now, and that kind of stuff puts me in a bad mood. I get a little upset when I see that, because my passion has always been against the chemtrailing and the geoengineering, climate modification, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I've always been really, really just a avid, activist against that, and it's something that I've been trying to stop, and I know I brought it to President Trump's attention many times, and it stopped sometimes for quite a while, then it always ends up coming back, and then I'll let them know again, and it'll stop for a while, and then they'll try to sneak it back in. It's like Phoenix is a hotbed for the cabal. This is all cabal run. I'm just hoping that some of the key team have slipped in here and kind of taken over some of the things like they have in other areas. We're hoping for the best here. I mean, Phoenix isn't talked about very much around, on YouTube that I've seen that much. So I figure that's where I would come in and try to, expose some of the stuff that's going on here, and just give my point of view on a lot of the activities of the cabal and Q, and POTUS and support our president as best as I can, and just be a part of the movement. So I appreciate you sharing this time to check in with me. If you are interested, I'm still trying to build up some subs. So any of you who are watching, if you could just, point my videos out to some of your friends and, get me some subscriptions, I'd appreciate it. If you find my content any good, please pass it on. I don't claim to know everything. I'm just here to show support for my fellow YouTubers. Far and wide, there's too many to name, so I'm not even going to go through a list, but you all know who you are. You guys know that I follow you. We've probably seen my comments on your shows many times, so just return the favor if you find it, find my videos helpful. Just hit that like button and subscribe, and then I'll be back soon with some more news and maybe some more info about my area and anything else that might come up. But do not panic. Don't go into a panic. Relax. A week's worth of food. Think about your neighbors. Think about other people. Don't go wipe out a whole shelf of food just because you're in a state of panic. Grab what you need for a few weeks. That's it. Don't overdo it. If there's not a lot left, don't take it all. Share with your neighbors. It's important. It's important that we think about other people in these times, because right now in the stores it seems like nobody's thinking about anybody. It's like everybody for themselves, and it's not right. That isn't what our country was founded on, and it isn't how I was brought up anyway, to not share with other people. So it's important to think of your neighbors, help your neighbors, at the same time, keep an eye out for the little sharks out there that may take advantage of you. So, just be smart who you pick your friends. Not everybody, not every neighbor is good, but at least show support when you can to the good ones, and even the bad ones. Even pray for the ones that aren't doing such a good job. Hope that God gets into their heart and helps them out and gets them right, because we don't want to be hating. Right now we want to be more accepting, and anyone who comes to join the movement, we should welcome them in with open arms and do anything we can to help them wake up, because there's still a lot of people out there that have not woken up. So that's kind of my message for this video, is just be kind, and also that Georgia Guidestone information. Just do a little digging. Look for the name Robert Carter Cook and see where that leads you, and it'll take you probably right up to the Guidestones, and it will definitely bring you to Robert or Bill Gates' father. So they were best friends. So alright, I've heard a lot of talk. I wanted to just share that with everybody, and if you pick it up and find that information was accurate, which I'm 99.99999.999 that Robert Carter Cook paid to have the Georgia Guidestones built. So anyway, have a good evening. It's Sunday, March 22nd. This is the first video I could get out in a little bit. Like I said, I'm still recovering from illness, and it's not the Wuhan, so don't worry about that. Although I did have a little trouble breathing, but it was mostly because of congestion and things like that. It wasn't like I was gasping or anything, just normal cold type stuff, so. But I'm now getting a little better, and then we'll see how this thing goes. If Arizona's going to shut down like the rest of these states, we'll find out, and I'll be reporting on that. So hope you all have a good rest of your weekend. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we will talk to you soon. See you later.